Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Nishit Kumar, and with me is R.S. Raghu with the evening news. The headlines. World should benefit from our knowledge of yoga and Ayurveda, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Releases a special commemorative coin on the 125th birth anniversary of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. India's COVID vaccination coverage crosses 66 crore mark. National recovery rate reaches 97.51%. Schools reopen in several states and union territories including Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Meghalaya, Tamil Nadu and Telangana in view of decline in COVID cases. US President Joe Biden says America will continue its fight against terrorism in Afghanistan and other countries. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to embark on a 4-day visit to Slovenia, Croatia and Denmark from tomorrow. Total enrollments under Atal Pension Yojana crosses 3 crore 30 lakh mark. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurates the first direct flight between Gwalior and Indore. Air India's flight between Indore and Dubai also resumes. India's biggest quiz event, Fit India Quiz, launch, providing platform to students to showcase their knowledge and fitness. And IMD says heavy rain in Delhi to continue till tomorrow. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is underway, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask. Maintain 2 gaz ki doori for social distancing and focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said India's knowledge of yoga and sustainable lifestyle like Ayurveda are spreading all over the world. He said it is India's resolve that the whole world should benefit from our knowledge of yoga and Ayurveda. The Prime Minister was addressing a gathering after releasing a special commemorative coin of 125 rupees on the occasion of the 125th birth anniversary of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada this evening through video conferencing.
मानवता के हित में भारत दुनिया को कितना कुछ दे सकता है, आज इसका एक बहुत बड़ा उदाहरण है। विश्व भर में फैला हुआ हमारा योग का ज्ञान, हमारी योग की परंपरा, भारत की जो सस्टेनेबल लाइफस्टाइल है, आयुर्वेद जैसे जो विज्ञान है, हमारा संकल्प है कि इसका लाभ पूरी दुनिया को मिले। आत्मनिर्भरता के बीच इस मंत्र की श्रील प्रभुपाद अक्सर चर्चा करते थे, उसे भारत ने अपना ध्येय बनाया है और उस दिशा में देश आगे बढ़ रहा है।
Swami Prabhupada ji made pioneering contributions to popularize the teachings of Bhagwan Sri Krishna through ISKCON. The Prime Minister said Swami Prabhupada was not only a great devotee of Krishna, but was also a great devotee of Bharat, who took part in the freedom struggle.
हम सब जानते हैं कि प्रभुपाद स्वामी एक अलौकिक कृष्ण भक्त तो थे ही, साथ ही वो एक महान भारत भक्त भी थे। उन्होंने देश के स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में संघर्ष किया था। उन्होंने असहयोग आंदोलन के समर्थन में स्कॉटिश कॉलेज से अपना डिप्लोमा तक लेने से मना कर दिया था। आज ये सुखद संयोग है कि देश ऐसे महान देशभक्त का 125वां जन्मदिन एक ऐसे समय में हो रहा है जब भारत अपनी आजादी के 75 साल का पर्व अमृत महोत्सव मना रहा है।
The Prime Minister said, whenever we go to any other country and when people meet saying Hare Krishna, we feel so much of belongingness and pride. He said, imagine how we would feel when we get this affinity for Make in India products.
मैं कई बार जब आत्मनिर्भर भारत और मेक इन इंडिया के लक्ष्यों की बात करता हूं, तो मैं अपने अधिकारियों को, बिजनेसमैन को इस्कॉन के हरे कृष्ण मूवमेंट की सफलता का उदाहरण देता हूं। हम जब भी किसी दूसरे देश में जाते हैं और वहां जब लोग हरे कृष्ण बोलकर मिलते हैं, तो हमें कितना अपनापन लगता है, कितना गौरव भी होता है। कल्पना करिए, यही अपनापन जब हमें मेक इन इंडिया प्रोडक्ट के लिए मिलेगा तो हमें कैसा लगेगा। इस्कॉन से सीखकर हम इन लक्ष्यों को भी हासिल कर सकते हैं।
Mr. Modi said, in the times of slavery, bhakti kept the spirit of India alive. He said today scholars assess that if there was no social revolution of the bhakti period, it would have been difficult to imagine the status and form of India. He added that bhakti connected the creature with God by removing the discrimination of faith and social hierarchies and privileges. Mr. Modi also noted that the occasion is taking place amidst the celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
अमृत महोत्सव में भारत ने भी सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास के मंत्र के साथ ऐसे ही संकल्पों को अपनी आगे की यात्रा का आधार बनाया है। हमारे इन संकल्पों के केंद्र में, हमारे इन लक्ष्यों के मूल में भी वैश्विक कल्याण की ही भावना है और आप सभी इसके साक्षी हैं कि इन संकल्पों की पूर्ति के लिए सबका प्रयास कितना आवश्यक है।
Culture Minister G. Kishan Reddy said Srila Prabhupada brought a cultural revolution and his life says the story of dedication, devotion, determination and courage. Head of ISKCON Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj also spoke on the occasion. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada founded the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, commonly known as the Hare Krishna movement. Swamiji also established over 100 temples and wrote several books teaching the path of Bhakti Yoga to the world.
In a significant achievement, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has crossed 66 crore mark. As per the 7 p.m. provisional report, the cumulative figure stands at 66 crore 17 lakh 38,647. Union Health Ministry in a statement said that more than 69 lakh vaccine doses have been administered today to the beneficiaries. The ministry has said 33,964 COVID patients have recovered during the last 24 hours and the national recovery rate has reached 97.51%. The country reported 41,965 new cases in last 24 hours. Kerala continues to report surge in COVID cases as it confirmed 32,803 new positive cases today. The test positivity rate in Kerala is 18.76% at present.
Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare Mansukh Mandavia today reviewed the COVID-19 situation in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In the wake of rising cases in Kerala, Mr. Mandavia, in a telephonic conversation with the health ministers of these two states, discussed matters related to COVID-19 management in those areas of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu which border Kerala. Highlighting the need to take adequate steps to contain the interstate spread of COVID-19, Mr. Mandavia requested the health ministers of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu to increase the pace of vaccination in the bordering districts of Kerala. Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare Mansukh Mandavia today reviewed the supply and availability of COVID-19 related essential medicines and their buffer stocks in the country. During the review meeting, it was noted that sufficient stocks of all the essential medicines are available. Raw materials for these drugs are also available in enough quantities. The government has created a strategic buffer stock for 8 drugs, and all of these are available in the country. These drugs are tocilizumab, methyl prednisolone, enoxaparin, dexamethasone, remdesivir, amphotericin B deoxycholate, posaconazole and intravenous immunoglobulin. Schools and educational institutions reopen in several states and union territories from today after many months in view of decline in COVID-19 cases. These include Delhi, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Meghalaya, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. In the national capital, Delhi Disaster Management Authority has directed the classes to function at 50% capacity to maintain social distancing as per the COVID protocol. Classes from the 9 to 12 standard open today, while classes from the 6 to 8 are expected to restart from the 8th of this month. In Uttar Pradesh, schools from classes 1st to 5th have opened in adherence to COVID norms. Guidelines in this regard have already been issued to all the district basic education officers in the state. In Meghalaya, all COVID protocols are being followed in the schools for the safety of students, teachers and staff. We have a report.
Regarding the reopening of schools and colleges, Meghalaya Education Minister Lakman Rimbui has stated that the resumption of regular classes is crucial since the students have not been able to attend school for the past year and a half. The minister said many teachers have welcomed the decision since it will benefit students. The teachers, parents and students should understand that online classes cannot cater to all students, especially those who come from poor backgrounds, the minister stated. David, a student of Shillong Public School studying in class 10, shared that reopening of schools will help students in understanding the subjects more.
My name is David Sun. I am studying class 10. no one's there to teach us the subjects that we need. And so that's why we need to study on our own. That's pretty hard for us. Right now I just came from school and I was very happy because I get to meet my friends. I get the knowledge that the teachers give me. They explain to me the things because online classes, sometimes the net is not working and that's a problem too.
This is Rustam for AIR News, Shillong.
In Telangana, sticking to special COVID-19 guidelines, school managements ensure that students followed physical distancing strictly even inside the classroom. A few schools also hosted parent-teacher meetings too. Several enthusiastic students wearing masks were seen making a beeline for the schools. In Tamil Nadu, students were seen eager to get back to schools and educational institutions after several months of staying away from the campuses. Vaccination campaigns are also held at colleges to enable students to get vaccinated as soon as possible. Our correspondent spoke to the principal of a school. Let's listen to what she said.
Children have come with a mixed feeling, joy on one side coupled with fear of the pandemic. We are trying to manage the entire group following all the SOP as listed by the Education Department. Online and offline classes are going on in a parallel manner, following the flexible timings as given by the government. It is also comfortable for the staff and students. We enjoyed looking at the children once again coming back to school.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. World should benefit from our knowledge of yoga and Ayurveda, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Releases a special commemorative coin on 125th birth anniversary of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 66 crore mark. National recovery rate reaches 97.51%. Schools reopen in several states and union territories, including Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Meghalaya, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana in view of decline in COVID cases. US President Joe Biden says America will continue its fight against terrorism in Afghanistan and other countries. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to embark on a 4-day visit to Slovenia, Croatia and Denmark from tomorrow. Total enrollments under Atal Pension Yojana crosses 3 crore 30 lakh mark. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurates first direct flight between Gwalior and Indore. Air India's flight between Indore and Dubai also resumes. India's biggest quiz event, Fit India Quiz, launched, providing platform to students to showcase their knowledge and fitness. And IMD says heavy rain in Delhi to continue till tomorrow. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे.
Welcome back to the evening news. US President Joe Biden has said America will continue its fight against terrorism in Afghanistan and other countries. President Biden was addressing the nation after US withdrew its military from Afghanistan, ending a 20-year war and last American military plane left war-torn country. President Biden warned that the Islamic State, Khorasan, ISIS-K, that America is not done with the terrorist group. The US President said the US will hunt down those who wish to harm America.
We will maintain the fight against terrorism in Afghanistan and other countries. We just don't need to fight a ground war to do it. We have what's called over-the-horizon capabilities, which means we can strike terrorists and targets without American boots on the ground, or very few if needed. We've shown that capacity just in the last week. We struck ISIS-K remotely, days after they murdered 13 of our service members, dozens of innocent Afghans. And to ISIS-K, we are not done with you yet.
External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar today spoke to UK Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab. The conversation focused on Afghanistan-related developments. Dr. Jaishankar also spoke to Foreign Minister of Oman Badr Albu Saidi. They discussed Afghanistan and COVID. The External Affairs Minister thanked Oman for supporting the repatriation flights.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will be on a 4-day visit to Slovenia, Croatia and Denmark starting tomorrow. He will hold bilateral meeting with the Foreign Minister of Slovenia, Dr. Ante Logar. Slovenia has invited Dr. Jaishankar to attend an informal meeting of the Ministers of Foreign Affairs of European Union member states. He will also hold discussions with his European Union counterparts on issues of mutual interest. Slovenia currently holds the presidency of the Council of the European Union. India's month-long presidency of the powerful UN Security Council has ended with substantive outcomes on key global issues, including a strong resolution on the situation in Afghanistan. The resolution reflected India's views and concerns and demanded that the Afghan territory not be used to threaten any country or shelter terrorists. The government has said that the total enrollments under Atal Pension Yojana APY has crossed 3 crore 30 lakh mark till 25th of August this year. The Finance Ministry in a statement said more than 28 lakh subscribers were enrolled in APY in first 5 months of current fiscal. The ministry said that out of the total enrollments under APY, nearly 78% subscribers have opted for 1,000 pension plan, while around 14% for 5,000 rupees pension plan. Besides, around 44% are female subscribers, and also around 44% subscribers getting enrolled are very young and belong to the age group of 18 to 25 years.
Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia today inaugurated the first direct flight between Gwalior and Indore. He virtually flagged off 2 flights strengthening the international and domestic aerial connectivity of Madhya Pradesh. The event marked the commencement of Indigo's new direct flights on the Gwalior-Indore-Delhi route and resumption of Air India's flight between Indore and Dubai. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Scindia said the establishment of direct flight connectivity on the Indore-Gwalior-Delhi route aligns with the objectives of the Sub Jure initiative of the Government of India. He said with the aerial connectivity of the 2 cities, new opportunities will get a boost to the trade and tourism sectors. As part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, All India Radio News will broadcast the heroic story of Iron Lady of Assam, Chandraprabha Saikiani, who fought valiantly against the British in the freedom movement. Titled Veer Gatha in Hindi, the episode goes on air tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. in the program Parikrama. It will be broadcast every week on Thursday at the same time in Parikrama. Keep listening to All India Radio News and join us in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव के पावन अवसर पर आकाशवाणी समाचार के कार्यक्रम परिक्रमा में 2 सितंबर गुरुवार को शाम 4:45 पर सुनिए देश की आजादी की लड़ाई में अपना अमूल्य योगदान देने वाली असम की आयरन लेडी चंद्रप्रभा साइकियानी की गाथा।
As our nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events is being organized by the government as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. To commemorate the occasion as a Jan Utsav, All India Radio News brings to its listeners a special program, Azadi Ka Safar.
Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest movements the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
In today's episode, we bring you the story of legendary Tamil fighter Pulidevan, who was born on this day in 1715. He was one of the first Indians to resist the British imperialism in the country. He was one of the 77 polygars, or the local chieftains in the Tamil region, during the time with him wielding the power in the locality of Nelkattum Sebbal of the present-day Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu.
The system of governance through the Palayans had evolved after the breakup of the once powerful Vijayanagara Empire of South India in the late 16th century. These Nayaks and polygars did not recognize the authority of the Mughal vassal, Nawab of Arcot, and rule their domains autonomously. When the East India Company gained the taxation rights from the Nawab, the polygars refused to accept British authority, which led to, in British terminology, polygar rebellion.
The prolonged war with many fierce battles went on for nearly half a century, wherein the Tamil forces matched the superior weaponry and manpower of the enemy by their courage. The first of a galaxy of brave polygars who waged war against the British over that period was Puli Devan. Puli first met British forces in 1755 when British Colonel Alexander Heron marched onto western Tamil region. British artillery proved ineffective against the thick stone walls of Puli's fort at Nelkattum-Sevval.
Strategically, Puli Devan also planted spies in the English camp, who gave him constant updates and helped him foil all attacks by the British. Puli Devan's reputation skyrocketed for his heroic defense of his fort, and all the western polygars rallied under his leadership and formed a confederacy to wage war against the foreign rule. Puli used his exceptional diplomatic skills to forge an allegiance with the Maharaja of the neighbouring kingdom of Travancore. In the next 6 years, Puli effectively fought off the British forces, stunning the tide of imposition of colonialism in the region.
However, through the shrewd diplomacy of new renter appointed by the British, the alliance between polygars and Travancore was broken. The British renter Yusuf Khan hailed from the same region and was born Marutha Nayagam Pillai and had converted to escape discrimination. While Khan was able to successfully contain the defiant polygars, he himself revolted against the British and later led a historic struggle against them. However, as Yusuf consolidated his power in the region, many polygars also joined him, and Puli Devan lost his holdings one after another.
Later, Yusuf Khan successfully won over the Maharaja of Travancore, and Puli Devan found himself pitted against the overwhelming strong, combined armies of Yusuf and Travancore. His gallant resistance came to an end in his own home turf, Nelkattum-Sevval. In spite of the failure of his epic struggle, Puli Devan remains a much revered hero of the Tamil Nadu, especially among the people of Tirunelveli and adjoining regions.
The Puli Devan Palace in Tirunelveli, which was his headquarters, is a national monument today. A statue of his adorns Nelkattum-Sevval, where he was born and fought his last battle. The people of Tirunelveli commemorate his birth anniversary every year with absolute devotion. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Thakur today launched India's biggest quiz event, the Fit India Quiz, at a function in New Delhi. It is the first of its kind nationwide quiz on fitness and sports. The nationwide quiz is aimed at creating awareness about fitness and sports among school-going children, while giving them a chance to compete on a national platform and an opportunity to win cash prize for their schools. This Fit India Quiz is a part of the central government's Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav initiative to celebrate 75 years of India's independence. It is designed to not just bring students from all states on one platform, but also to involve them in a competition of mental skill and physical fitness. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Anurag Thakur said that this initiative will provide a platform to the students of the schools to showcase their knowledge and fitness. He said the move will help the students to keep themselves physically and mentally fit. As a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations to commemorate 75th year of independence, Union Minister of Ayush Sarbananda Sonowal, along with Union Ministers Kiran Rijiju, Jitendra Singh, Meenakshi Lekhi and Dr. Munjapara Mahendra Bhai launched the Yoga Break Y Break mobile application in New Delhi this evening. The 5-minute yoga break protocol consists of a very useful yoga practice devised to de-stress, refresh and refocus on work to increase the productivity of individuals at workplace.
Online nominations or recommendations for the Padma Awards, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri to be announced on the occasion of Republic Day 2022 are on. The last date for nominations for Padma Awards is 15th of this month. The nominations or recommendations for Padma Awards are received online only on the portal padmaawards.gov.in. And in Tokyo Paralympics, India's Suyash Narayan Jadhav was disqualified in the men's 100-meter breaststroke SB7 at the Aquatics Centre. Jadhav's timing in the event was not registered as he was disqualified. As per the official reasons recorded, he was disqualified based on the technical issue as he performed more than one fly kick after the turn. Colombia's Carlos Zarate won the gold while Russian Paralympic Committee's Agor Efrosinin grabbed silver and Australia's Blake Cochran clinched bronze in the final. Suyash Jadhav is scheduled to be back for the 50-meter butterfly on Friday, his main event at the Games. The national capital Delhi recorded over 112 millimeters of rainfall today. IMD said it is the highest single-day precipitation in September in 19 years. The heavy rain submerged several areas and affected traffic movement in the city. The India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted heavy rain in Delhi till tomorrow, whereas moderate rain will continue till Saturday. Talking to AIR News, IMD senior scientist R.K. Jenamani said,
दिल्ली में तो 11 सेंटीमीटर हुआ है यानी 110 मिलीमीटर के आसपास, तो हेवी या वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल हो रहा है। तो इसीलिए हम लोग बार बार ऑरेंज वार्निंग में यही मेंशन कर रहे हैं कि रोड ट्रैफिक, अंडरपास सब केयरफुली सभी लोग ट्रैवल करें। और ये जो हेवी रेन है ये अगले 24 to 36 आवर जो है रेनफॉल रहेगा, बट रेन तो रहेगा दिल्ली में। उत्तर प्रदेश बिहार में बारिश हो रहा है, लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा बारिश हमारा गुजरात एरिया में हो रहा है।
And now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. In the national capital Delhi, temperature will vary between 25 and 31 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is expected to have cloudy sky with moderate rain. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Kolkata will observe a minimum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a maximum of around 35 degrees. In Srinagar, temperature will hover between 14 and 29 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the minimum temperature will be 24 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 33 degrees. In Leh, the minimum and the maximum temperature will be between 8 to 22 degrees Celsius. In Gilgit, temperature will hover between 14 and 31 degrees Celsius. In Muzaffarabad, the minimum temperature will be 19 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 35 degrees. Most of the northeastern cities including Guwahati, Imphal, Shillong, Aizawl and Kohima are likely to experience generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. Itanagar will have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Gangtok will have generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. Agartala will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Hyderabad will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Port Blair will have generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. Visakhapatnam will have generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. Puducherry will have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Thiruvananthapuram will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. And Bengaluru will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. World should benefit from our knowledge of yoga and Ayurveda, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Releases a special commemorative coin on the 125th birth anniversary of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 66 crore mark. National recovery rate reaches 97.51%. Schools reopen in several states and union territories including Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Meghalaya, Tamil Nadu and Telangana in view of decline in COVID cases. US President Joe Biden says America will continue its fight against terrorism in Afghanistan and other countries. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to embark on a 4-day visit to Slovenia, Croatia and Denmark from tomorrow. Total enrollments under Atal Pension Yojana crosses 3 crore 30 lakh mark. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurates the first direct flight between Gwalior and Indore. Air India's flight between Indore and Dubai also resumes. India's biggest quiz event, Fit India Quiz, launched, providing platform to students to showcase their knowledge and fitness. And IMD says heavy rain in Delhi to continue till tomorrow. Log on to our website newsonair.com and News on AIR app for more. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.